A southpaw with a right hook is the most dangerous thing in boxing.
Fight fans, welcome back.
I feel it, bro. You can't feel the power.
The purest, most beautiful, greatest sport of all is professional boxing. Now it's getting the attention it deserves, and the fans are getting the big fights and the big nights they've craved for a long time.
A sizzling summer showdown, headlined by Undisputed.
And that is Dmitry Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev. Undisputed, all the marbles, as they say. Number 1 versus number 2.
Wow.
That's a shame.
That is a shame.
Supported by 2 boxing bone crunchers.
It's my time, you know. I've been through a lot, you understand me? And I've had to regroup. You have to keep working, you have to keep pushing until you get what you want.
You're up against one of the most destructive punchers in the division. You are one of the most destructive punchers in the division.
This man has got from Zhang, but a goal! Oh, big shot from Zhang!
A pair of power-punching pugilists outfoxed by the same savvy survivor, left searching for post-Parker redemption. The beast from the East, unleashing southpaw skills and ferocious finishes, facing a generational banger, the man who would strike fear in any heavyweight from any era.
I don't think there's anybody in the world that can take Deontay Wilder's power. No one.
Recapturing confidence for one last run at the big time, grenades will fly at the top of a 5 versus 5. It's the bronze bomber Deontay Wilder versus Big Bang Zhilei Zhang. Welcome to a Motivedia presentation.
Let's go!
He'd spent years building his reputation as the ultimate entertainer.
I just put it like this: fee, fi, fum. I'm the man with the right hand bomb.
There is nothing else we can add to that.
Deontay Wilder is back!
That dude is an anomaly. The fact that he won a bronze medal in the Olympics 3 years after taking up boxing.
Right. We was in the same, trials in 2007. I said, man, he came out of nowhere, cracking people.
Explosive anticipation from first bell until last, often ending somewhere in between. Deontay Wilder's 12-round points defeat to former champion Joseph Parker was littered with red flags regarding his future prospects.
Has it been difficult fully focusing on Joe Parker? Because this has been sort of almost looked like 2 semi-finals. Yeah. You win, AJ wins, then you both fight.
We're here for Joseph Parker, but everybody want AJ. Everybody, that's been the biggest fight in the world.
The talk about this whole week's going to be about Wilder and Joshua. How do you stay switched on for Parker when there's all this talk about you and Joshua?
The fight with Deontay Wilder is the biggest fight in boxing.
All week long it's been the talks about Anthony Joshua. But at the end of the day, I got Joseph Parker in front of me.
There have been some that have said, what are they doing? They're like, why are they putting in Joseph Parker with Deontay Wilder and AJ with Otto Volin? Yeah. If you're trying to make the AJ Wilder fight, these are not the opponents you need to be putting those guys in with.
A lot of people think Deontay Wilder's made a mistake in choosing you.
There's a thing called ring rust. He hasn't been busy. He's been in the ring. I think last year was the last time he was in the ring.
The former heavyweight champion of the world returns to the ring for the first time in over a year. It will be 372 days exact.
With my opponent, with Robert, he's never been in this position before.
Like that. Sweden?
What's that?
Where's he from? Sweden?
Yes. He's been my long-time sparring partner as well, so we kind of know each other well.
A title shot is next for the winner. High stakes.
Make sure you tune in. It's going to be a great show. It's going to be fireworks.
Oh! One shot!
Got my boy Deontay in the main event.
There's a thing called ring rust, and he only fought a round. But it shows the power that he possesses.
Right hand and down he goes.
We don't know is Robert going to be the same after this. I just did a job. getting hit in the head and stuff like that, you know what I mean? It definitely caused wear and tear.
He may be all right now, but what about the next day?
I know it's a job. It's what we told, but it hurted my heart to see you down there, you understand? Because I look at you as a brother, one of my brothers. We have great times when y'all come to the camps. I never want to hurt none of my brothers. Even when I fought him, it hurted me.
That's why you can't play this. This is serious. Look at Cologne. Pritchard Cologne. You're correct. Man, they don't understand, man. Y'all don't understand what we go through, man.
A single-round blowout of Robert Helenius failed to tell the full story of Wilder's mental and physical state following a trilogy of grueling wars against Tyson Fury.
This little got his handed to him, not once, but twice. And he can't do nothing about it! Because he ain't f***ing man enough!
I'm going to go over and spend a bit of time with Tyson as well, just to get some advice.
Talk to me about Joseph Parker, obviously a good friend, someone who's been around you for a long time.
Yeah! Get it!
And are you going to be giving him advice and stuff like that to fight?
Anyone can give anyone who's fighting Wilder, just stay out of the way of the right hand.
I know I have power. Knowing that you have it, it's just like having magical powers.
The right hand, it's kind of like a magic act. And it's very simple. It's not complicated. It's not fancy.
My right hand it's scary, man. Sometimes it frightens me.
You throw the jab. You don't even have to land. You don't want to land. You just want to blind him. But for a second, he doesn't see what's about to come. And then, boom.
He is dangerous, very dangerous. I know everyone's worried about his right hand and everyone's worried about the equalizer, but my plan is, and I go in there and execute our plan.
Suddenly, the man who invented and led the bomb squad persona
will say you're never going to get a knockout.
had been diffused and confused.
He's always been dominant with one hand and one punch. Now you're meeting people that have a great ring IQ, that are able to protect themselves from that one hand and that one punch. They are better boxers. They're outboxing him.
Even when behind on the cards, the 38-year-old usually finds a way to turn a fight around in the blink of an eye. However, as Parker steadily grew in confidence, it became startlingly apparent that Wilder either wouldn't or couldn't pull the trigger to flip the contest on its head.
Wilder ain't never looked that bad in a fight, not even against Fury. He's digressed. He's went backwards in boxing.
Wilder had no idea, no clue. He lost every round. It's ruined our plans. We've got to go back in the changing room and let Joshua know that Deontay Wilder has just lost to Joseph Parker.
Eddie said that fight was signed.
Yeah, it was. I did put my ink on paper, but I didn't want to talk about it. Wilder, I got the job done. Wilder didn't.
When the fight was over, and somebody said to me, it's over, he ain't got it no more. I said, no, well, it's not that he don't have it no more. He kind of never really truly had it.
Wilder makes a lot of mistakes. He's technically not that good. But he's got a big heart, and he's got a great right hand.
My timing was off. I didn't throw my punches. I didn't let my hands go. This is not the end. And we'll be back.
Once upon a time, cumbersome heavyweights open to the right hand were food and drink to Wilder, who swiftly archived them into promotional footage. Zhilei Zhang now finds the former natural disaster in a more reserved, contemplative mood.
Wilder is the heaviest puncher in boxing. It's very dangerous. But when the opportunity shows itself, I'm not going to hold back.
Joe, I think you're the underdog again, by the way, against Big Bang Zhang.
I'm looking forward to seeing what Zhang brings. Like Zhang, listen, I respect Zhang and what he's done. He beat the guy who beat me.
Joe's a tough man, very tough.
I said to everyone that I thought Deontay Wilder would beat you. Now I'm telling everyone, you're going to beat this guy and you're going to stop him. So don't let me down.
Joseph Parker is a hell of a fighter. He's young, he's hungry, I'm the tiger right here. I'm here to hunt. If you want to take the food out of my mouth, you're going to pay the price.
You know, he said he wants to bang me.
Chinese power, we're going to ban each other.
I just want to say to Zhang, I'm going to bang you.
Hey, pause!
Do you feel like the way you fought Wilder won't work with Zhang? You're over the top.
It's different. It'll be a lot different. Zhang being southpaw, and also Zhang likes to come forward.
Despite dropping pesky Parker twice in their March encounter,
oh, and just like that, straight on the chin of Parker, huge shot.
You can't have a good shot. Like, holy damn. Because I'm fit and in shape, I was able to recover a lot quicker.
Zhang's tank emptied, and the New Zealander's stubbornness and stamina saw him through.
And new WBO
After blocking Joe Joyce's heavyweight pathway not once but twice on away soil.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Really?
What was the mistake that he underestimated about you the first time?
Both have power. They both intend to use it.
In the first fight, it shows me they thought they can walk over me.
Rise up because it can change at any second.
I show him the Chinese power.
Could get away from his left, his straight left. He kept on nailing me in the eye, and it swelled up my eye.
Joe Joyce is not magical. He's made out of flesh and blood, just like us. It was just a matter of time. Taking all that punishment would lead to this, and that's what it did. I mean,
it's Chinese power. I'm happy. I'm very, very, very happy.
Yeah, I mean it's tough taking a loss, and like I'm gonna have to rebuild and come back bigger, better, stronger.
So if he wanted another fight, you'd have a rematch?
Yeah, no problem.
But here again or in China? Now you're the favorite as opposed to the underdog, and Joe Joyce really had to do a rematch to save his trajectory towards a world championship fight. Has he made a mistake again?
Joyce gets hit a lot. You could put him in a dark room and you still hit him.
The movement's better.
It's harder to miss this guy than it is to hit him. How could I not go with Zhang again?
In round 3, that left cross that landed, followed by that right hook. Oh, what a shot! That was a devastating finish.
I never wrote off Zhilei because I know where he comes from.
Zhang and China in red, and Anthony Joshua.
And I know that it was only a matter of time before it showed up. Obviously, it's shown up now twice now against Joe Joyce.
It's finally caught up with him, all those punches he's taken, and Zhang has propelled himself into the top 4 in the world.
Ruining his inactivity, haunted by the late round ghosts that plagued his fights against Jerry Forrest and Philip Ergovich.
Big moments these, big few rounds for these two.
If you can take him late, you can make him pay.
Through the middle, but there's a gap for him.
Those kicks to the body will be hurting Zhang.
Keeping fans firmly planted in their seats in Hitchcock suspense, waiting for the big reveal to arrive in the form of a devastating power punch. When two men of this magnitude meet in the ring, every last millimeter matters.
You can't feel the power? You can't feel this energy? Oh my goodness.
Both coaches are under pressure to bring their respective fighters back to the place where they once thrived. Malik Scott must reintroduce Wilder's right hand, which has been largely responsible for his stunning 98% KO ratio.
Deontay Wilder, you fought him.
Yes.
You lost to him.
Yes, and I sparred him.
Now you train him.
I never want to hurt none of my brothers. Even when I fought him, it hurted me.
When he lost his fight against Tyson Fury, not even 2 hours later, he called me and let me know what he wanted me to do, and that was to be his head trainer, and I never looked back ever since.
I base my whole system around film. If I'm working with Deontay on something, let me slow down the film study and show you used to do this stuff, and we have to get back to it.
The prodding distraction jab that kept opponents guessing has also disappeared.
Wilder, there's a right hand, drives Lakovic into the rope.
Wilder's 83-inch rangefinder informed victims that they were in the firing line, and one false move would be punished.
Go look up the history. You see, don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit. See what I'm talking about.
Going the full distance against Parker is of little benefit at this stage of the Alabama man's 16-year career. A mere 174 rounds across that period typifies the prowess of a natural finisher.
Is he the finisher?
Zhang's coach, Sean George, must fine-tune the engine of a man who has contested 105 rounds since 2014.
Boom, boom, boom. You guys in the whole boxing world is seeing what I've been seeing for 13, 14 years. Zhilei's a student of the game.
Despite his 81% knockout ratio, Zhilei is now 40 years old. The 6-foot, 6-inch frame is creaking, even though his 80-inch reach still erupts in the form of devilishly fast hands.
He's just starting. Remember, George Foreman won the heavyweight title when he was 45 years old. Zhilei's just starting. He's fresh.
Deontay's slow feet, mixed with Zhang's sluggish demeanor, could lead to the tentative standoff affair that nobody expects.
Somebody like Zhang, I don't care who beat him, he's still big and dangerous.
Power!
Regardless of any of that Deontay is going to be very violent.
Zhang's work rate significantly dips after the halfway point.
He'd get other chances at the age of 30, Zhang at 39.
Usually so dangerous throughout.
Each other out with that jab. There's the right hand, that's the big shot.
Wilder's waning enthusiasm is stark.
You know, I lost my love and the passion. I lost my hunger. In this fight, we're gonna see that hunger, that monster, that beast.
He's out cold.
It's coming back.
The opening rounds will be a knife-edge affair. If Wilder can feint and shimmy long enough to gas out his foe, he may exploit any late fight gaps. Only if the weapons remain locked and loaded like before.
And all it takes is one shot from me. They have to be perfect for 12 rounds, don't have to be perfect for 2 seconds because of the power.
The power is for real!
While the whoever lands first wins mantra is an oversimplification, with 2 of the biggest punchers in the division, Riyadh must prepare for an out-of-the-blue finish.
I'm just ready to do what I'm known to do. You understand? To be the Wilder that I am. To this day!
With both at an advanced age, chances eventually run out and retirement looms. Struggling to release the shots of old, Wilder has already tasted world title glory and must rediscover the vigor of a hungry challenger. Having been so close to the top, Zhang's shoulders are groaning under the weight of an expectant nation. Returning to the scene of the crime to right their wrongs, matchmakers with a thirst for violence and a wicked sense of destruction have pitched 2 desperate destroyers in a loser leaves town scenario. A deadly duo armed with nuclear weapons.
Let's not make them wait. Let's do the bomb squad right now. Bring it.
Bomb squad!
Fingers delicately poised over the button. Careers dangle by a fine thread on June 1st. The world awaits as Wilder and Zhang prepare to push each other over the heavyweight precipice.